Alright, so I couldn't find a good video on how to open up this PS4 online. This is one of, I believe it's a newer model. This is model CUH-1215A. So yeah, I couldn't find any that had this. This is the model with 2 screws. It doesn't have, I've seen a lot where they have like 4 screws or something. But yeah, you would need a T8 screwdriver. I'm just going to show how to open up the bottom where the fan is. I haven't taken apart the whole thing, so I'm not sure how to take apart the whole thing, but I figured out how to take off the bottom cover, and I will show you how to do that. It's pretty simple. So this PS4 was having like a heat issue, and I didn't clean it up yet, but I opened it and it looks really dirty and dusty inside. So I'm just going to show how to open it up. That way you can try and figure out if yours is dusty or the fan's broken or something. Sorry. So first what you need, again, is the T8 screwdriver. They already attempted to take this apart, so actually there's some stickers here that will void your warranty. I'm not sure if the laws changed, but depending where you live, certain areas, they aren't allowed to put these warranty stickers and void your warranty anymore. So if you're worried about it, just look that up and see. Okay, so you want a T8 security bit. So the security bits have like a little hole. I don't know if you can even see it, but they have a little hole because when you put the screw in, it has a little metal thing in the center that sticks up, if you can even see that. So yeah. So anyways, what you want to do is remove the sticker from this bottom piece where the power connector is. All right, and then just take that screw out. So it's pretty simple. Just put this, use the screwdriver, of course, and take it out. So the part that everyone is having trouble with is removing this cover. So the trick to it is you need a thin tool like this. You can probably use a butter knife or something, but it needs to be very thin like this, and it needs to be very sturdy, because if it's not very sturdy, it's just going to end up like bending or snapping off. Okay, so this is like frosting spatula or something. You could possibly do this with a credit card or something, but you'll need to put something metal behind it. Maybe a butter knife will work well. Okay, so first what you want to do, of course, remove that one screw. Then you want to go to the side, and you'll see along here there's this gap. So in this gap, if you can see, there's this little area here where you can actually pull the cover aside. So what you want to do is get your thin tool and stick it between those two, the two layers there, just like that. So here you can see when you get the tool in there, then you just pop it forward like this. Okay, you want to do this on both sides, so you'll see it pops out pretty easily. So I've been seeing people trying to do this and they couldn't get it out, but pretty much if you know where to pry, which is at the edge here, as close to where the screw is. Okay, so go on the side and go as forward as you can. It kind of like extends out a little bit further, the plastic, so you can't get the pry tool all the way there, so you just put it right behind it and then you just pry this up, and there you can see it popped up the cover pretty easily. Okay, so you can do this with a knife, just be careful not to pull it, push it too deep, or you can damage the inside. So once you pry those two parts up, you just lift the cover up and it comes out just like that. So here you can see, look how dusty and disgusting this is. So I'm pretty sure this is why there's the heat issue. The fan actually was, I tried turning it and it got stuck for a little bit. So most likely the fan was getting caught. All right. So it looks like all you need to do is clean all of this out. If you'll need some special tools for this. From looking at this, I wouldn't go through and take out the whole fan, because it's gonna be a pain. Like, you'd usually have to, I think, take all these screws out and everything. For me, I'm not gonna do that just because I have the right tools to do this job. But if you were going to, then you'll probably want to see another video of this. Maybe I'll do a quick check, just pulling this cover off to see what it looks like underneath. But it looks like the fan, you probably have to pull from the other side. I tried prying this side of the cover off even without the screw, and for some reason it's stuck. So I kind of stopped there. That's why I'm gonna most likely just see if I can blow air through there and get all the dust out. So because the vent blows through this way, hopefully you can see the air basically blows through this way. There's normally, I'm pretty sure there's like a big heat sink here, and all the dust is just gathering on that heat sink. So to fix that, what you want to do is, I've have videos where I show how to clean the fans and stuff, but basically you'd hold this fan down and then use a powerful air blower, air compressor or something and blow it through here. You don't want to use those cans because it's not going to have enough power, first of all. And also it's going to blow really cold air that can build up condensation, and it'll turn into like the water will condense over there, and you don't want that to happen, or you're going to end up damaging your PS4. So anyways, one other way you can do it, if you're lucky and the dust is just concentrated here, what you can do is take a vacuum, get the hose, and just suck all the dust off here. You can. Once you do that, take a toothbrush and then just scrub around the blades. And then once you loosen up all that dust, just vacuum it again. But anyways, I'm going to see if I can take this cover off just to see what's inside, if I can. If it's too much work, then I'm not going to show this because, yeah, I mean, I'm doing this to get paid, so I don't want to put a bunch more work into it and then end up messing something up. So I'll just see if I can simply remove it or not. If not, if your PS4 is completely broken and you want to mess with it, then you can try it. So there's this super long screw here. Hopefully everything will be visible. So it looks like we have to keep switching between different screws. So there was a T8 here, and then there was a PH1 or J1 bit here. Another T8 bit here. Some people said it's T9, so it might be T9, but the T8 screwdriver works perfectly fine. So I'm using the T8 here again. Alright, and then you got another Phillips screwdriver. So the PH ones are towards the outside here, and then the other three are, are are the T8 screws. Okay, so this is another really long screw. I don't know if they look about the same size, but I try not to mix them up, so try and keep all the screws in order. Let's see if this cover will come off, or if it's going to be a pain, and then I probably won't want to do it. So this metal sheet comes off. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if I want to mess with that. This is, it looks like the power supply, actually. So, okay. It looks like this side lifts up. So once you get the screws out, you lift it up at an angle. It does feel like it's caught on something, so yeah, I don't know if I want to risk that and then risk damaging something. I'm just going to try cleaning the dust out and see here. I can see that there's the power supply inside of this. So if you're kind of curious to try and take things apart, I mean, I'm curious to take things apart, but this isn't mine, and I don't want to break it and then end up paying them for it, so I'm gonna stick to the simple parts. But that's, I guess, part of it. You will have to remove this cable, it looks like. To remove these kinds of cables, you kind of just grab them and then you kind of just wiggle it, and as you keep wiggling it, it'll pop out. Okay, so if you needed that little bit of information, it looks like there's probably screws on the underneath side. I'm gonna put these screws back and then maybe I'll check that as well. Since I kind of, if your main purpose or goal is just to get the dust out of here, then that's how you would do it. Use a toothbrush and then use like a vacuum or air compressor. Yeah, you don't want to use any of those compressed air cans that blow out cold air, because then that can damage something. Yeah, I would try and use a vacuum if you can, to pull the dust away, because there's such a long gap here that if you use something weaker, it's probably not going to do a very good job. But you can try using both. Blow air through here and then use a vacuum through here, blow more air until hopefully you can get out as much dust as possible. Okay, so let me put these screws back. And also, if you're going to use like a powerful air blower, be very careful with these cables because they're very flimsy. So if you blow too blow the air too strong, it can actually damage those, it looks like. So let's see here. Okay. Make sure you get the right screws back in. Okay, these kind of screws, they actually eat into the plastic, so you kind of want to turn them backwards and make sure they go back in the right way, like, so it should be easy to twist. If it's difficult to twist, that means you're actually creating a new path with the screws, and that can actually damage the PS4 or the place where the screw goes, and you don't want to do that because then the screws might not hold anymore. Okay, so I'm going to try and pry this off. I tried it last time and it wouldn't come out, so I'm probably not going to do it, but let's see. Maybe this side has clips on the other. I don't know. Yeah, this side, I don't know. It doesn't want to unclip. So, I don't know if I want to risk oh, I see. Okay. So I think what's going on is these really long screws, I believe these are holding the thing in place. Let's see if I'm right. I'm going to remove these two screws. Okay. I'm making this video a lot longer than it needs to be, but hopefully it'll help some people. If I break this PS4, hopefully you guys can help me out. But yeah, so we'll remove those two screws and hopefully that's what it is. Nope, it's still holding in there. Okay, let's try removing all the screws. So I mean, I saw one guy, I think he opened the other side. I don't think he opened the fan side, and it looked like he just pried it really hard. So I don't know if he destroyed something or if that's how you actually remove it, but okay, let's remove this screw too. Hopefully you can actually see what I'm doing. Looks like most of the small screws are the same size. There's another screw in the middle here. I don't know about all these other little screws. I'm actually scared to remove some screws because sometimes you'll remove it and it's actually holding something in place inside. And then if you remove it, it'll dislodge and there's no way to put it back. So I'm trying to avoid taking apart too much stuff that I don't need to. Yeah, this is really stuck. So I don't know if you need maybe two pry tools or something. Let's try this. Yeah, no, I don't want to risk breaking that. So I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna have to stop there. I'm not comfortable risking destroying someone's machine. Maybe if it was already dead and not working at all, then I'd attempt it, or if cleaning the dust out doesn't work. So maybe if for some reason this repair doesn't work out, cleaning the dust doesn't work out, then you will see me revisit this repair. Okay, but it looks like as far as if you have to replace the fan, yeah, I'm not sure. You'd have to remove the other cover. There's another screw here. There's a bunch of screws in this thing, but since I'm not too familiar with PlayStations, I don't want to take a risk on this person's. Alright, so we're going to put all these screws back in. And then I will just clean up the dust. Hopefully at least the tutorial on how to clean the dust out will be of use to you guys. Yeah, if not, you're probably going to have to find someone to do it for you. Or if it's not worth it to find someone to do it for you, then you can risk putting a lot more effort into prying this piece out. I kind of don't want to risk that, so let's see here. Alright, so I think I'm just going to clean out the dust and hopefully that will solve the issue. It looks like with this panel, this part seems to move first. So maybe those are two separate panels. Like this one, no, I don't know. Okay, well, I guess I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm gonna have to stop it there. I'm thinking these are two separate panels, so maybe this piece will come out separately, but yeah, I don't want to destroy it. I do see the little screw mounts on here on the other side of the fan, so it does look like if you need to completely remove the fan, you do need to remove the other side. I wish I could remove this, but that would make it so much easier to clean the fan. I can actually just brush the actual heatsink there. So, but I don't know, guys. Let's see. I'll try prying this side, but I doubt it's gonna do anything. I'll leave the other one. Let's just try prying the part where the fan is. If this panel comes out by itself, then that might be a little bit useful. Yeah, I don't know. It really doesn't want to come out. So yeah, I don't want to destroy it. Okay, so I guess that's pretty much it. But it looks like if you're willing to risk your PS4, you can try removing all these screws and then try prying this out. This connector here, oh, it's weird. This thing just moves around like that. Is that the design? Let's see, this piece goes back on this way. Huh. Oh, that's the eject button. Okay. It's weird. I guess it's supposed to wiggle like that. But anyways, yeah, this connector here is it's a slide out cable that you have to just use pressure. There's no little unlock mechanisms for this cable. But yeah, that's all there is that I'm going to show for this video. Hopefully it helps some of you at least clean out the dust and get it working. If it did, please like and subscribe because that'll help me. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.